Ladies and gentlemen, today is an interesting day for Warzone because we have a new Warzone event. Now, first of all, it's interesting because normally these come out on Thursdays on update days, but today that was actually not the case. Today, the numbers event actually went live. And as far as this event goes, it's definitely one of the most mysterious events that we've got so far, but I don't know how I really feel about it. So in this video, what we are going to do is we're going to look at the numbers event, look at what you can actually earn by completing it. On top of that, dive into the challenges in and of themselves, talk about the easiest way to do them, and trust me, it is very, very easy. And then at the very end of the video, I'm going to give you kind of my opinion and breakdown of this event and what it means for Call of Duty and Warzone events going forward. But first, we have this. So this is the intro cinematic for the numbers event, and it is very Black Ops 1-esque, going with the theme of the numbers, the brainwashing, and that is exactly what's going on within Verdansk, which we will touch on a little bit later on in the video. Now, as far as what exactly this event is, we get a brief preview of that right after this. So essentially, there are three different parts to this event. So the first one that you see on the left is the Verdansk mobile broadcast stations, and we're going to go over in a second exactly how these work. There's also Cold War event challenges where they have implemented a new zombies mode, and you can complete these challenges in multiplayer or zombies. And you're going to see when we look at the challenges, you can either choose to complete the Warzone challenges or Cold War. That way, if you only have one of the games or only play one of the games, then you can still complete the event. And then of course, once completing the event, you then unlock the new melee weapon, the Psy, and that's for completing all 9 challenges. Now, speaking of which, what are these challenges? So once in game, you can go over to the numbers event, and you'll see here that I've completed a couple of them, but essentially the way that the Warzone contracts work is that there is certain coordinates that it gives you. For example, these broadcast coordinates are in E2, and it says that in Warzone, activate or listen to the mobile broadcast station northwest of military base. So as far as this goes, you go to those coordinates, you look around for the mobile broadcast station, and then if you either turn it on or just listen to it, which I'll show you in a second, you then can complete the challenge. As you can see, I have completed 2 of them, one in coordinate G7 and one in H3. Now, there is also the option to complete contracts in Black Ops Cold War as well, and here it says complete 3 multiplayer matches on Zoo or earn objective milestones in Outbreak Survival. So options for both zombies or multiplayer. Pretty straightforward, but by far the easiest way to actually do this is within Warzone. Now, currently, as of making this video, it does not work in Plunder. In Plunder, if you go to the mobile broadcast stations, you cannot activate them. Nobody can turn them on. You can't listen to them. So you have to do this in normal Battle Royale. So once you are ready to drop in Battle Royale, if you look at the map, you will see the several different locations across the map that you have to go and activate. Now, as you can see right here, they are red. Once activated by anyone, not necessarily yourself, they turn green. Now, once they turn green, you don't actually have to be up against the vehicle or anything like that. You just have to be in the general surrounding area, and you will complete the challenge, and you will hear this.
16, 23, 9, 8, 14, 22, 5, 18, 18, 7, 11, 14, 2, 12, 3, 0.
Now, I played the full sequence there for a couple of reasons. First of all, if you actually go to the different mobile broadcast stations, for me at least, the same numbers sequence played every single time. Now, I've only gotten to 2 of them, so I'm not 100% sure on that, but it seems like it's the same set of numbers. If you've been to other stations and you've recorded it, you can confirm that down in the comments. But I would assume that these numbers actually do mean something. Because they play the same ones every single time, it's got to be a code for something. The problem is, I don't know what for yet. I don't know if it's for something in Warzone or a message for us or something to do with the end of Season 5 for the story going into Season 6. Speaking of which, the last we saw of the story, we got the numbers broadcasted, and that is why we are now seeing them within Warzone. We don't, as of right now, yet know how these numbers are going to affect the game itself. We know it's going to brainwash people, but we don't know how that's going to play into Season 6. We should get a Season 5 ending cinematic within the next couple of weeks, even as early as Thursday, so keep your eyes out for that, and whenever that happens, we will be breaking down that cutscene as well. But as for right now, as far as the numbers and the rest of the story moving forward, it is kind of up in the air. Now, if you'd like to complete these contracts as fast as possible, it's actually relatively easy. I think the easiest way is actually going into solos and then wait for all of the broadcasts to actually be turned on. So you'll look at your map, you'll see that they're all green, and when you do so, get in a vehicle and just drive around the map to the various different locations, and you will unlock the challenges. You don't have to get out of the car, you don't have to touch anything, and you can even avoid people, and just by going near the area, you will actually complete the various different challenges, and it is by far the fastest way to do so. You can literally do it in one game if you're fast enough. So once you have actually completed all of the challenges, you then earn the new weapon, which is called the Sai. Now, this is a melee weapon, and it currently is broken. You can't use it within Warzone, which is kind of silly if you ask me, but they should have that fixed soon, probably later today, if not early tomorrow or by the very latest Thursday, and then you can use this as a melee weapon. Now, aside from this, some other new things that were added was some stuff in the store. So first of all, we have the brainwashed reactive skin. This one is for Adler. Obviously, this once again plays into the numbers and is a ultra reactive skin, which is always cool. We also have various different weapons with the numbers on them, which is always cool, and the finishing move called the Crash Course. Pretty straightforward bundle, costs 2,400 COD points. The other one is for the melee weapon. It's called the Spectral Sai. As far as this one goes, it has a pretty cool looking camo on it, pretty cool looking blueprint, kind of studded out in a rainbow fashion. Other than this, it also comes with a finishing move, and that is basically all you're getting with this one. And then finally, the last one, we have the Reactive Luchador. As far as this one goes, you also get an additional 300 COD points with it, as well as the Luchador skin. Basically, the way to look at this is you buy this for 2,100 COD points instead of 2,400. It's a very strange way of explaining it, but that's what they did. Now, real quickly, just at the end of the video here, I wanted to give you my opinions on what this event was, what it is, completing it, everything like that. And as far as this goes, this is an event that's been hyped up for basically since we got introduced to Verdansk 84. The numbers and the brainwashing are supposed to be a very big part of it, but this event is, well, boring, to be quite honest with you. You can complete it in 5 to 7 minutes, literally in one game, and upon completing it, you don't get a cutscene or anything new added to the game other than this new melee weapon. I think it's rather disappointing, and I think there could have been a lot more done with this, and it's kind of unfortunate what we ended up getting, as this was seemingly going to be one of the climaxes of Verdansk 84. But lo and behold, this is all we got, so I'm curious what you guys think. Was it boring? Did you hate it? Did you like it? Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I must say, they didn't even change any of the map, and I think that's what a lot of people have been wanting, because Verdansk has been very similar for quite literally years now. So, like I said, let me know what you think down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, always appreciate it if you hit that like button. New to the channel, subscribe, turn notifications on, all that good jazz. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're made